Morning, guys. Late morning, but I've been up early. I've got some things running through my head. Things I'm going to tell you about, probably things I never will tell you about. It's a very interesting morning. First 24 hours of the party, and things are going pretty well. I'm really happy with this contract in consideration of the fact that it is perfectly clear. This is the first contract I've seen in this space where nobody loses any Ethereum value. You are not subjected to whales screwing you over and making your ETH value go down when they sell. You're also not subjected to the upside as much, but for what it's worth, let's take into consideration the rewards token that Tony has put in there. If you guys are a fan of Steem and you know the valuation of Steem, you might be able to appreciate the reward token in the party. For what it's worth, I am fully, you show me where you use my masternode and I will compensate you the exact same in reward token value. It's the best way for me to distribute them, minus now talking to people that I actually think it's okay for me to talk to about the virtual deposit contract space. I think Tony's created a contract that I can actually speak to real people about. It's a wonderful thing. It really is, and I'm looking forward seriously to what's coming up in it. And I know it's going to be a lot of hurdles, particularly considering things like this. I read an article that was pretty clear about what this space is about and how the idea of decentralized and distributed is kind of a joke when it comes to money. We all probably know in this space roughly 40% of all the Bitcoin in circulation, about $51 billion, is held by a group of less than 1 billion people, right? And most of which are the early adopters, which is the case in anything in crypto, I think. But kind of even not to the benefit of us. Ethereum's even worse because with 40% of the total float owned by only 100 people, Ethereum's even more concentrated. But if we're really going to fucking get down to brass tacks, let's talk about a real centralized situation that is kind of a mockery of the way Dan projects himself as a person, Dan Larimer. Although he's not a member, I don't think, I have no idea of Block 1. The $4 billion in the Block 1 ICO for EOS, which actually has nothing going for it when in regards to actually functioning. 10 people hold 50% of $4 billion. Go EOS. So, this is kind of, you know, we saw when the owner of Ripple surpassed Zuckerberg's income when Ripple went through the roof. And then, you know, if we're going to get really specific about percentages, Quantum and Storage both have a serious issue with what we're speaking to, where 90% of Quantum and Storage are held by the top holders. And this is according to, it doesn't specifically say how much of the 90% is held by, how many of those holders is the 90% held by, but Tetris Capital, look up Tetris Capital to inquire further about that. This situation we're in this crypto space requires vigilancy. The idea that, you know, I got kicked off of P3D again this morning because of Snow and Ritz. Those two losers want to terrorize other people and then act like their shit don't stink when they get the same thing happening to them in their world. And literally, I mean, you just look at the photo of, you know, Ritz. It's the one he shares and he says is him. I mean, if he's proud of that, wow. You guys, if your valuation of what you have in this space matters, if you think that a group of people sitting around in a circle jerking off to each other wondering how much they can take from the same people in that circle is going to grow and bring more people into it, yeah, good for you. But if you think that the idea that you investing in a platform is your work and that work will not change its valuation in accordance with Ethereum and you want to earn dividends on that, and then realize that work you put into getting into the party at party token, at the P4 token, if you think that is work, then the rewards you're getting directly proportional to the amount of P4 you buy. Those rewards. Do you want to believe those rewards are going to get you somewhere, when those rewards are going to be tied to event promotions, when those rewards are going to be tied to research studies, when those rewards are going to be tied to all kinds of value creation, versus a group of people in a circle jerk going, oh my God, I'm a bull and you suck because you're a snake? I mean, you guys are way smarter than me. I know this. All you people over at P3D, you've totally made it clear. You are right. But how effective is jerking off in a circle?